welcome to ESPN's Fantasy Football Talk. My name is Jack Flash.
I'm Tim Starborst. Let's talk.
So, as you know, the 2015 NFL season has just begun, and you fantasy football players are definitely going to want to talk about that.
Absolutely, guys. Everybody wants to talk about who they drafted, why they drafted them, who they're going to start, and so on.
Yeah, correct, Mundo. But guess what? Nobody wants to hear about that,
They don't.
okay? No one does. So, draft.
That's absolutely right. You're going to be tempted to talk about all those things, but please try to stay away. We're here with some helpful tips to tell you how to not do that. Strategy time. Oh, yeah.
So, for all of you who took a big risk and drafted Tom Brady, you might have noticed it's already paying off. His suspension was lifted earlier than expected, and he's paying off huge dividends. You're definitely going to want to tell friends about that. Our advice, don't!
Don't. The best move here is to talk about something else entirely. Literally anything else. Talk about the way you brush your teeth. I'm an up and down man. I know you go left to right.
That's right. Whatever it is, it's definitely more important than who is on your roster on your fantasy football team.
No question. Okay, now we got that out of the way. We can get into the nitty gritty. You got to take the good with the bad. We're talking fantasy busts. It's week 3 and already some players are sharding the bed. They thought it was a fart, but no, that was a big old turd.
Yes, big knobs and boom shits. So please welcome our only female correspondent, token hot girl, Lisa Starr, to talk about
Bust.
Hey guys, so DeMarco Murray in Philly was a pickup early for most leagues, but he hasn't done much in the first few games, and now he's battling an injury.
People who picked him got to be kicking themselves, and I'm sure that's something they want to get off their chest.
That's right. No, I get it.
Well, let's say, Lisa, you're out with the gals.
Yeah.
You got them on your fantasy football team.
Sure.
Gals in the league, you're out at a wine and design. What do you do?
Of course, great question, Jack. Well, I would definitely not talk about it. You know, I would talk about literally anything else. We're at a wine and design, so we're probably talking penises, but we're definitely not talking fantasy football.
Wow. Thank you. I've got one. There you go, buddy. Excellent.
Quick note, for anyone out there who's having trouble stopping talking about fantasy football, for you or a friend, check out our online forum where you can talk about your team ad nauseum. It's limited to one person per chat room, and it's blocked immediately after, and no one else can ever see it.
Ever. That's right. It's basically just for you to lock those feelings away. All right. Looks like we're coming down to the end of our show here, so we're going to head to the Simulator 5000. We're going to take a real fantasy football player and put him in a situation, and they're going to try and not talk about fantasy football. Let's bring him on out here.
You've got this is Jeff Stevens, a veteran fantasy football player, a bartender from Cleveland, right? How you doing today, Jeff?
My team is doing great.
Not what I asked. Not what I asked.
Okay,
We're it's gonna be a doozy.
It's going to be a doozy. Jeff, you're going to have 30 seconds inside the Simulator 5000. All you have to do is not talk about fantasy football. It's you and a dummy. This can't respond to you. There's no reason for you to talk to it. Just remain perfectly silent for 30 seconds and you win. You think you can do that?
Yeah, totally.
I wish I could believe you, but I've been hurt before. You've got 30 seconds. Let's go.
So you're a dummy. But I'm not a dummy because I drafted Antonio Brown the other day.
Whoopsie.
Sorry, Jeff, you made it just over 40 seconds before you started talking about fantasy football. I wouldn't be too disappointed. That's actually our best score yet, but far short of the 30 seconds and the $100,000 cash prize. Thanks for playing, Jeff.
That's going to do it for our show, folks. Remember, if you feel the urge to talk about fantasy football,
Don't
just